Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this lecture we are going to explain about JavaScript iterables. What is JavaScript iterables? A JavaScript iterable is an object that implements the symbol.iterators method which allow it to produce a sequence of value one at a time. And simple version, an iterable is any data structure that JavaScript know how to loop through step by step automatically. This is your step by step automatically. An iterable is any data structure. You see data structure that JavaScript know how to loop through step by step automatically. That is iterable. Then here you have to put symbol.iterators, and this is your parenthesis. Then it will be written in iterators. We will use this thing. No worry about it. Then that's why here things like array, string sets, and map work with for of loop. Here for of loop. So what is for of loop? You know already right here. And the for of loop is a high level looping mechanisms that automatically calls your symbols.iterators, get and iterators, repeatedly call the next functions each of when done is true. Meaning you don't control internally manually. JavaScript does it for you. Okay, we will explain this line of code later on. What is the meaning of this one? I mean JavaScript does it for you. You don't need to interfere. And we have the example also for you, like building a food delivery app. So Swiggy Metro styles. So like here you are handling user session data. We have a favorite foods array, username, strings, unique, coordinates, sets, price lists, maps. Here, let first you have to work on the array methods. This is here. Suppose here we have array. So here you can really access each values using for of loops. So const here, this is here favorites, it is equal to inside array, it is pizza, then here it is burger, then we will write here momos, this is here, then here is for of loop, const food of favorites, inside you write console.logs. Here you know about this matrix. Inside here you can access your template letters variables, user likes, here foods. So simply you got it your results. Let me execute these files. So here terminal, new terminals, this one we have here. So let me copy it and execute in the CMD. So we have to open change the directory, go inside here at npm, not npm, this is your file name. Note what is your file names here. This is, we have like mindscript 67, note mind underscore script underscore 67, and you see here user likes pizza, burgers, momos. You see here your results. So you got it here, your result here. Array is a iterable because it has a symbol.iterators. This is here. This array, okay, this array is a iterable because it has symbol.iterable. I mean you can simply here you can iterate all these values here. Okay, so that's why it is symbol.iterators. You can easily iterate. Here each loop JavaScript internally call the next functions here, like dot next function call internally these functions. Okay, here no need to interfere in these functions. Here, so here the definition here, repeatedly calls the next functions here, calls symbol.iterators. Symbol.iterator means this is your array, simple as much as this favorite. Okay, this array it is a symbol.iterator. So this for of loop automatically call this arrays here, favorite, using this is here call symbol.iterators, get an iterators. Iterators means this here you have your iterators values, and repeatedly call the next functions here internally. Okay, here you don't write manually that code. I mean dot next function, it automatically call internally here, and stop when done it is true. So this is your first example. You only see the values here, not the iterations logics. So that's why it is clean and readable. And strings here username, processings here you can process your username. Here you write const username is equal to me. Then simply here use for loop const care of username. Then inside it here console.log case dot to uppercase. This is here, and again you see here you can easily execute that thing. So you got it here output mii. Here string is treated like a sequence of characters. Each character is returned one by one. You can process text like streams here. So the next is here unique data handling. So you can handle like Indian, Chinese here. Unique data handlings here. What is happening here? Here let me create a variable const cuisines. This is here cuisines. Here cuisines it is equal to it is new set. Then inside it here inside array it is Indian. Then Chinese. Then similarly here again if you put Indians, paste it here. Then here again you can use the map functions for const cuisines of here cuisines. Okay. Then inside here you can use console.log. Inside it you can backtick write available dollar symbols cuisines, and you will assess here what happened here. Duplicate value automatically removed from here using this for of loops. Why this matters? Here duplicate here Indian removed automatically. Iterators here iteration give only the clean unique data. Next it is a map method. You can assess that things. The next thing it is a map structure data. Here same thing you can done with prices. It is equal to new map. Then inside here you write pizza. Then its price $2.99, comma. Then here you write burgers. Then $1.49. Got it. Then here you can again use here for of loop for const item price of this is your prices. Then inside it here console.log backtick dollar symbols here write item cost here it is price. This here you use the map functions and use here pizza and its price. Okay, it is cost not a const. This is also the price. So here what happening map return the key in values. We use destructurings here. This is here returning key values where here we have to restructure that things and you will handle these values. So guys, here what happens internally is I mean we will take some examples. This one, this. So right, okay. You see first you have to see with for a flow. Now I'm going to use here. Basically, what happened internally here? Here I am. This is your meaning. You do not control iteration manually. JavaScript does it for you. So this is simple thing. This one here. Okay. So let's here. When you write like this for inside array, this is the const item of here. The JavaScript secretly does this. This line of code here. It is equal to this one, but internal is here const iterators. This is here iterators. It is equal to favorite. Then we have what? Symbols dot iterators, and then here you could write your parenthesis, you know about in this one. Here same logic, we have inside a definition, I think that one. This is your iterator, you know, this is your arrays, and then symbol.iterator, and this is your function, and this one return in iterators. Okay, you already know that. Let me hear you comment on this one. Okay, this code is equal to this one, but here it secretly does JavaScript internally. Here let me check the condition while it is true, you know, when while condition is true, then what is happening here inside it? Here const result, this is result, it is equal to your iterator.next functions. Here iterator.next functions, then if check it here result not done, then we will break the condition, and otherwise we have to console.log your results dot values. Okay, yeah, now you understand what must developer do not. You know, this code means here you have to just use a simple code here. This is your kind of for loop here, but this code here, this code internally here look like this. You know, JavaScript here call the next function repeatedly. Just use here the definitions here. For a loop is a high level looping mechanism that, but here you see it automatically does for you, like symbol.iterators, get in iterators, repeatedly call the next function. But you will see here we don't have the next function because it you know, it secretly does by JavaScript internally. You see here, calling iterator next functions. Stop when done it is true. Here you got it here results dot done when it is true. So then you will go outside of this while loops. So let me check here, just execute net functions, and you see pizza, burger, momos. I want to show one thing here. Let me cut this code. I want to show you something like your, you know, kind of done, and then results dot done. Basically here you have to check it here what you got in the done. Then row numbers result dot values, you know, here iterator function, it will give you kind of object inside it we have done and values. Then again you have to, you see done false, then you see pizza, done false you got it burger, done false you got it momos. But in the next case what happened here, this will be true. Here you can also console.log if everything is going well, and if you got your results it will execute each times. Result of functions, this is, now you will easily understand, because here this result what you got it here, basically what we have in the result, we have kind of object inside it, we have two values, you can set it like done and values. This one values, in the value we have your element value, I mean this one here pizza, burger, momos, that is fine, but you also have done, you see result dot done, inside it with the value true to false. When it is done, then you got it true values. Here, you know, this is iterator.next here. So let me print, and you see very first time you result with the value pizza, and then it is false, you know. So I hope you got this thing. Here your iterator.next, here what you got in the returns, you got the objects, you see an object inside it with the values, and then false, then done false, then with the value, and then false, then again values momos, done false. But you see the next time value will be undefined and done will be true. So if it is here, you know, if done will be true, then you have to go outside of this while loops, you know, you have to go outside of loops. So here what happened guys, here iterators, here in iterator is an object that control the iteration manually. Got it? Return value using the next functions, and it kind of follow the protocol like values and return. You got it here, values and return from the iterators. So here if you want, you can create your custom iterators. So let me create it here guys. This one here, this is the iterators. I mean, here we need to write iterator definitions. Okay, you have already done things. So now let me here create a custom iterators. Here, custom, here, iterable. It is a example, this example. And what is the here example? We will implement the reward point systems logics. This is here reward points system. This is, let me create net here, points reward point. This is here reward points is equal to, then inside it here, here you have your symbol.iterator functions. This is symbol.iterators, then outside it, parentheses, inside it here, this is, you see your, already about in the syntax on the tops. Then let here you have starting points, it is equal to 0, then we will return inside it here your next functions, and then you have to call this. Here you have to increment your points each times, point plus it is equal to 10, and then check it if points here, if point it is greater than 50, then you have to go outside of the loops. Here you have to return what you have to return true, when done it is true. You already know about return, it is true. Here this will here return next function, its values and done. So when done it is true, you have to go outside of these things. Otherwise here you have to return your values, not these things. Well, that is the points, and then false. Got it? So this is your custom iterator, how you can create symbol.iterator. Inside it here you have also the next function. Then here let me execute that functions using for loop, const point of, this is reward points, then console.log backtick here, it is earned. This will write the point and then execute here what is your result, on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so here's how you can build your customs iterators. So it is very simple to build. Here what happening here, every loop had plus 10 points, then stop at 50. This is here, you see here when greater than 15, here you, then it is true and you go outside it. Yes, got it? So it is simple about your iterators. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.